Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. You guys know the drill. This episode is taking you behind the scenes for round 5 of the FIM Women's Circuit Racing World Championship. For those who maybe don't know what that is, it is the second season in motorsport history that there has ever been a Women's Circuit Racing World Championship. I am lucky enough to be the only Australian who has competed in this full-time for the last 2 years. There's only 2 rounds left of the 2025 season and it's crazy. I don't know where the year's gone. As always, this vlog is brought to you with thanks to the guys from AMX Superstores, so make sure you check them out and their website. They have an amazing stock of basically everything you need if you're a motorbike rider, motocross rider, trails rider. They have it all and it's the only reason that I've been able to bring you guys behind the scenes for the last 2 years. Crazy, wild.
He caught a tree! The problem is if he catches something, I'll have to fire the Barbie up.
Do you think this is a good way to start Magny-Cours vlog?
I don't like his chances of catching something. Pissing down, yeah, look that way. Can you see it that way?
At this point, you're that wet, you may as well just swim out there and get them.
What did we just learn today?
To get the motorbike to pit lane, we basically have to do like a 10-mile uphill trudge.
It's definitely got to be at least 2 to 3 k's.
Yeah, 400 metres elevation as well.
Yeah, maybe 40, but we should be able to just push it down, sit on it, and roll on the way back.
Yeah, you'd be sweet coming back.
The man of the hour.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How was the drive?
Oh, the drive was mint. It was good, yeah. Get on that and let's go see Tayla. Woo! Yes. And no, I'm not sitting down there. I'm down this way. If Tayla paid me enough, I probably would sit back there. It's so nice. Yeah.
There's no missing it.
Oh, coming in here, like there's those places down there.
Yeah.
Where they've got the river out in front of their house.
I have ADHD, right? I have diagnosed ADHD, and if anyone who watches my channel who also has ADHD knows it's really, really hard to start tasks, especially when they kind of look like this. Like, it's really hard to start, because I've got to pack all of this into that gear bag. And my little ADHD brain is basically saying, no, let's do everything else. Literally to avoid doing this, what Ted has been asking me to do for the last 3 hours, I instead do things like iron on 6 patches for Dad that doesn't really need to get done like now. Like that could definitely get done in the afternoon. This, however, is important because all of this needs to go into the van. ADHD is both a blessing and a curse. If you're me, ADHD is a bit of a blessing because I get really unimportant stuff done all the time. For people like Ted, ADHD is a curse because I get everything done that he doesn't actually need me to do. Where to start? That's Ted's suit, so we don't need that. We don't need that. I'm getting distracted again. But I'm getting distracted and staying hydrated, so Ted can't be angry.
You know you're ready?
Yeah, I've got to put these leathers in.
You don't close it, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take 2 seconds. It's like... I better go before Ted yells at me. I'll see you guys all at Magny-Cours. Roadside baguettes.
Yeah.
Ted talked up this whole boulangerie to Dad this whole entire trip, and then turns out the boulangerie is shut.
So I gotta make my own.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Dad's now getting the full Povo spec of a lunch with Ted and Tayla, which is you buy it all at the shop and you make it yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Yeah, hello. Best Airbnb ever.
Oh,
Oh, what the fuck?
original.
Oh!
The fuck? Yeah, right.
Lowrider.
I've heard of sunken lounge rooms, but never a sunken bar.
Yeah, that's...
Flash ads.
Oh.
Alright, what's the rest of the house?
Another day.
I'm a bit tired.
Sleepy.
Good morning from a very wet and soggy Magny-Cours. But of course, as always, as it goes with these things, is that it rains on Thursday, and then as soon as the weekend actually is about to get underway, it's sunny. It's literally raining every single day, and the only time that the sun is out, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday it goes straight back to raining again. But something that I haven't actually shared with you guys is on Thursdays of race weekends, I actually work for Yamaha Europe. So they are doing this series this year on their YouTube channel called Ride Like a Girl. And fun fact, behind all of those interviews is actually me standing behind the camera doing all of the interviews. So yeah, it's a super cool opportunity that Yamaha Europe gave me this season. I've been doing the interviews since round 2 in Cremona. Yeah, and I've had the opportunity to interview a heap of WorldWCR riders and just kind of help share their stories. So yeah, super grateful for Yamaha Europe to do that. And today is our last day of filming for the series. So I'll be interviewing Natalia Rivera, who is the youngest rider in WorldWCR. I'll be interviewing her in about 10 minutes time, and then also interviewing Astrid Madrigal. Gave Dad one job.
It's not when you give the apprentice that one job and they just fuck it up.
Well, that was a smarter idea. I was gonna.
Exactly. Tayla's gonna pull it apart.
I was gonna pull it apart.
It's not how you make the mistake, it's how you fix it.
Exactly.
That's what makes a good trading.
Just doing some painting.
Alright.
Of running out of range. In fact, it has consistently provided a linear brake feel in all conditions. As the supplier says, our pets using it until today provide easy control, firm and consistent feel in all conditions.
It's so gonna rain. It's a bit scary. Again, come at Superpole. Like, stay there. Just stay there for 24 hours. Do that tomorrow. Able to like change gears fast enough in between 2 and 3, and I was like, right, if you can't do it either, then like that makes me feel better. And then she said as well that she tried fit, but like she just couldn't get the bike to turn.
Yeah, it'd be similar to that corner of that go-kart track. If you hold the gear, you have to, but you need to hold the gear higher, but then you can't because you have no engine brake and the front just goes.
Yeah. And then you run.
Because if you're wider here and come back, it's going to make it a bit worse.
I ran off here. I tried to shift my body through turn 2 instead to try and make it. Oh, this is going to be shit. We need to do this.
A few moments later.
Just get up. There's no room, boys. I'm glad it's going that way.
Ja, maar je weet dat je door meer van de rood rent.
So 5.
Yeah, well, I'll say 5, but say in flat, you fuck it up or you can't, just put it like around that time.
And it was really patchy.
Yes, yeah, the screen was like, I can't remember the corners, but it was like 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so the whole track.
Yeah.
High five. That was good effort.
I know, my hand slipped going into turn 15.
Oh, no.
Up by like half a second.
Oh, no way. Oh my god. But the conditions were like that for everyone.
Yes,
so like
exactly.
you weren't just fast, the conditions were shit.
Yeah. Like I was rushing it too much and thinking I was going down 2 gears, but I was only going down 1. Like, I don't know if it was just like my left side just wasn't switched on, but it was like I'd go into a corner and be like boom, 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 and then I would only go down one gear thinking I was going down 3.
Yeah.
Like I just needed to be a little bit more patient changing gears.
But that was in that second stint when you rode out. Like obviously you went from 56.6 and you went out straight away. 56 strict, 55.9, 55.8, 55.3. And every time you did that, you dropped your position.
Yeah.
Like you were just like, you were 10th, you were 10th, and you were 9th, you were 8th, then you were 7th, then you were 6th. Like you were just like, stop. Like you weren't going doing anything stupid. You could tell that you weren't at a point where you'd run out of speed. Like you were just But this should have been 4.
Is that the one where you slipped on the...
I think I was up to 3rd.
That's all right. You know you got it in the tank, so that's...
So in about 5 minutes it'll all be happening here. Rolling out so the wets on the bike. We've got the tyres there on the warmers, got the fresh tyres on there. So Ted's reason behind that is it just he doesn't have to get up here so quick, so because obviously the tyres cool down, so we're trying to keep the temperature in the tyres. So if we run with wets, keep the tyres on the warmers there and push that trolley up to the 4. But yeah, Tayla will be coming up here soon, probably in the next 10 minutes, and then yeah, we'll change tyres and get out there. Superpole, let's do it.
It's talking about you, not the bike.
That's what we like.
I even fixed it out. To turn 1 as you tip in.
As I tip in, the front is just like super vague, like it, and it's like chattering as well, but not like the usual patter feeling that we talk about, like actual like chatter in the front end. I feel like I actually have to grab a fair bit of brake going through there to try and get weight on the front. Post Superpole carb load chat. I'm actually very happy. I know it's like I finished in 10th place. The championship is like a proper championship this year, and I think I've said it before. Last year I finished top 6. Like by the end of the year, a top 6 in Superpole was usually where I would finish. I feel like this year fighting for a top 10 is the same like achievement as last year fighting for a top 6. I literally had 0.3 of a second that separated me from 6th place. 0.3 of a second. Yeah, at the end of the day, I had a really good recovery ride in Superpole. I was 14th with 1 minute to go, and luckily on the last lap I just pulled something out of my ass and I managed to drop 7/10 of a second just like that in my final lap, and luckily it did catapult me up to 9th. Then Natalia also did a really fast lap on her last lap and she eventually got 6th, which was only 3/10 faster, but yeah, a lot of positions up. I think a P10 we have to be super stoked with. Obviously you want to be further up, but there is like not a lot in it anymore. I think we were 1.5 seconds off pole position, so also not that far off the front. I think the first few laps are going to be crucial tomorrow. I don't know, the way that Magny-Cours is, the first 3 corners is very similar to Phillip Island, and I'm really strong on a race start at Phillip Island. I think it's going to be a pretty similar like race strategy as what you would do at Phillip Island, which I think is a good thing. It is the start of day 2. It's a balmy old 9 degrees right now. reason I just can't select gear, and like through turn 13 a few times I literally heard it engage, and then I went to let the clutch out and I was in third.
Yeah.
But I heard the first gear engage.
He's second gear. Is it because it's like a bit rushed? Unless we got a shit time.
But yeah, not so bad. It was like...
With the Superbike, and now I know that you have the same feeling. But the problem is everybody have the same feeling, but they have balls for to take control.
Yeah.
So you try to make like this immediately. It's like a joke, no?
Is there a way that I can get, because at the moment I have to brake to get the weight on the front?
No, yeah, but
is there something else that I can do to help?
No,
to help get the weight
because
on the front?
but this corner is straight because every year we put the bike, you know, we put weight in the bike. You know what's happened? The bike not turn because you cannot turn with the front. You can turn with the rear.
Well, for the most part, that is Saturday all wrapped up. And for the first time in what feels like forever, finally I have gotten within the fastest top 9 laps, which means that tomorrow I start further up the grid. So for race 2, I'll actually jump up a row. I will start tomorrow in P8, which I am super chuffed about. I'm pretty sure all year we have never had the top 9 fastest lap times from race 1 to be able to be regridded for race 2. Usually I'm always further up the grid for race 1, and then always race 2 I'm further back. So this, I'm pretty sure, don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time this season that I'm getting regridded. So, super stoked. And yesterday as well, we didn't mention. So yesterday my Superpole lap was also my closest gap to pole position, which was 1.5 seconds. It's not my best Superpole result. In Assen, I Superpoled in 6th, but I was 2.2 seconds away from the pole position lap time. So although the grid position doesn't sound amazing, the gap to the pole is really what we're focusing on. And same with the race as well. We're always focusing on really trying to lower that number of seconds to the leader across the finish line, and today I think we were 19 seconds, I think. Shaved a couple of seconds off from our race in Balaton, and yeah, it's been a really positive weekend so far. So yeah, chuffed. We finished the race in P8, and then yeah, tomorrow we will also be starting the race from P8 as well. Got my backpack on because pretty much as soon as the paddock show finishes, we get in the car and we head off, and then it's day done.
Oh, so great. So great.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems a meal ticket.
We have an explanation to the
I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. With the roller coaster on the roller coaster.
The rear picks up a little bit going through turn 6 as well, but it's a lot worse. The rear's a lot worse through turn 11. I feel like it's just that little bit of like loss of contact, and then it's like I have to release the brake a little bit, and then by then I'm like carrying too much rolling speed going into the corner. Like going through third, you can just carry so much more like speed through turn 15 that it took me a few laps to just like understand. But like you kind of don't pick the throttle up anywhere near as early. But then by the time like the power came, I was like, oh fuck, and then you like drive at the chicane a lot faster. So I just did a few laps of both, just so we could see. But then there was like on my last flying lap, I was planning on going into second, but then I couldn't get into second, so then I used third. So like I feel like using third and just sticking with it is probably going to be the better option, just to have confidence that.
Yeah. So realistically, the only reason it's hard is because you can't get it in.
I think so.
Could you feel any difference with the tip in compared to yesterday? Like say...
Turn 1 was a lot better.
Yeah,
Turn 1 was really good. I feel like I was getting that
No,
really
I think
good.
I went halfway on the change that I wanted to make because I knew you wouldn't go fast enough in warm up. If we did the whole thing, it would have just. Yep. I don't think you would have been able to do this at the start.
Yeah.
Also, didn't expect you to go fast at the start. So we probably could have done it for warm up and it would have worked. But if normal Tayla went out there, it wouldn't have worked.
Yep.
So just going to go a little bit more for the race.
Yep.
And we'll just check that so we can have like a definite yes or no.
But like I said on the last lap, I was supposed
Was
to
it
go
easier to change direction in third?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because then you weren't like reaching for the lever.
And you almost look like you were pulling on the Frenchie out of here.
I lost your mum in the supermarket.
record final ici. Maria Gérard toujours aux commandes au fenêtre d'Adélaïde qui prend les doigts.
Yeah, she's smiling now. Lucy made her smile. Thank you. That was Lucy's mum. Lucy made her smile. Yeah, I said to Lucy when I saw her in the pits. You go see Tayla. Tayla crying. First race ever, Tayla. No, don't be sorry. The fact that you're upset is freaking awesome because it means you're a racer. If you were just here like blowing it off, that means you're not a racer. But you are a racer because you're so devastated. So, hey, it all happens. It all happens.
I didn't see it.
Hey, you didn't see it? No. And I don't blame you for not seeing it.
You're not looking up there.
That's brutal, isn't it? That was such a good race. Do you know about your start? Did you feel it?
My foot slipped.
Is that what it was?
But I thought I stopped, and then when I didn't see a board, then I was like, obviously I'm sweet. I was waiting for it. I actually even looked at where the long lap was because I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got the board, I was going to do it straight away, and then I didn't see it.
Didn't see it, yeah. Because you're looking under there, you're not looking all the way back there.
That's why I ended up losing the front group because I was like too busy being like, it's going to be this lap.
Where am I at? Yeah, where's that? That's right, yeah. There's something else going on in your head. You know, and that's what I mean. It's a lesson learned. It's just a learning thing. You know, now we know to put that in the briefing notes, to have a look and identify where that board's going to be. Have a look, identify where the long lap penalties loop starts. Have a look where it finishes. What you need to do. You need a bit of a plan. So, yeah, I think it's all a learning curve, Tayla. So take it as that as well. So, you know, but man, it was a good race.
Sing your highlight on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your time.